experience the loneliness of knowing what it was like to be so close to God but now feel so apart? Anybody ever been there at all? And then you find such a genuine appreciation when you got back in the wheel that it made you want to do everything you possibly could to stay there, that you would fight tooth and nail and fight dirty and bite and pinch, whatever, to stay where you knew that God's presence was. He's trying to talk to Peter. And he said, I'm making room for you to fail. So don't ever feel like if you leave me that you can't come back to me, because you will leave me. But when you come back to me, you're going to come with such an appreciation and such a realism to understand what it's like to do it on your own, and then know what it's like to trust me and allow me to help you out. Jesus is sitting by a fire. He says, who do you say that I am? The other 11 that were too carnal-minded said, well, some say that, you're the great Elisha. Some say that you're a prophet. He says, no, I don't want to know what everybody else is saying about me. Who do you say that I am? And this same messed up guy named Peter stepped up and said, I think you're the Son of the living God. And Jesus made a statement as I end on this. He said, Simon Bar-Jonah, man could not have revealed what you told me. Upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. Simon Bar-Jonah. Simon means to hear, right? Bar means son of. Jonah means dove. When Jesus was on the bank of the Jordan and got baptized, it said that a dove descended upon him as the Spirit, right? Simon Bar-Jonah, son of the Spirit. He said, hear me, son of the Spirit. What you have said has not been revealed to you by man, but by my Spirit. And upon this rock, what does Peter mean? It meant rock. He said, in you, not upon a rock, not upon a place, not upon a physical location, but in you, because you're led by your Spirit and not by man, because you're willing to listen to me talking to you and me praying for you, and you're not so consumed by negativity around you that's happening in the world. You're not so consumed by everybody's opinion. You're not so swayed by everyone's emotions, but because you listen to my voice, because you come to me, because you know what it's like to be without me and you've left me, but you found strength in me and have a greater appreciation, because you're willing to listen to me, I'm going to build something in you that the gates of hell cannot prevail against. Did you know that gates don't move? Gates are designed to keep you out. They're designed to keep you from going forward. He said, I will do something in you that hell can't stop you from going forward into. Think of it, that if we could ever get to the place in our life where we would listen to the Spirit and not listen to people, or we would listen to God and not criticism, or we'd ever get to the place where we just began to listen and we would get isolated and allow God to speak to us and understand the reason we have to grow is because God desires that we could help somebody out and strengthen somebody else out. And if we could listen to His commandments and then do them and take it a step further, just like Peter on the boat, he done everything that he knew to do. It said he toiled all night long. The word toil means to be tired on the inside and on the outside. After he got so tired of doing it his way that his mind was wore out and his body was wore out and he had no more answers, then God stepped in and said, now I can move in your life. And it was then that he got more of a seed, he got more of fruit, he got more of increase in his life than he ever had. And he was speaking. He said, Son of the Spirit, you've listened to me before, keep listening to me. Hear me, Simon. Satan desires to sin. He was saying, hear me, hear me. The same guy that God spoke to and he listened and he talked to and he revealed. He said, keep listening to me. Don't miss it. Keep listening to me, because I will do something in you that will cause nothing in this world nor nothing to come that could ever stop you from going forward. Undercover. I'm going to leave this little illustration. I'll tell you a little bit about it next week. You know what being undercover is? It's whenever you get to the storm in your life, you always have something, and it's supposed to work right, but it doesn't, because nothing ever does, but it's all right. There we go. Helps if I take the plastic off of it. It's simply having preparations already made. Don't I look like Mary Poppins or something in here? Being undercover. It's when storms come in your life, you have a protection that comes from above, that as long as you stay under it, you won't get wet. Now, how many of us have the protection but decide to do it our own way? And God said, I've given you everything to be undercover. But if you don't use it, you're just going to get wet. So here we are with our saved self, or the Holy Ghost-filled self, with a Bible that we don't even have to carry because it comes up on the screen, with padded seats and air conditioning and a heat pump that gives us heat when we need it, and nice praise and worship, and the light bill paid, and we can come to church. And if we even miss the service, they even make copies of it and put it out there on the table. We can get it and catch up on what we've missed. Yet here we are with everything we need to stay undercover, everything we need to stay in the will of God, everything we need to help keep ourselves encouraged. And then we want to cry because it's raining in our life. Can I get some help in here at all? There is no reason why discouragement should find any of us. I'm talking to myself right now. Because we've got everything we need to stay under cover. But we've got to have the sense to get up out the rain and get under the cover. Anybody with me? Will you stand to your feet tonight?